the Green Dragons or first MUT draft, and we gonna check out. We gonna go into this draft right here. Ranked draft. I did a couple ones with my friends, so I already know that they're gonna give me a couple wide receivers more than I need. And for the head coach, I'm really looking for defense here. What kind of defense they run? I like to run a 4-3 instead of the 3-4. So more often than not, I'm gonna pick the 4-3 team and not the 3-4 team. And I think the Bears switched from a 4-3 to a 3-4, so I went with the Bengals and Marvin Lewis. And the first couple dudes I get, let's see, I got Julian Edelman, Casey Hayward, and Rashard Jones. And I know they're going to give me a couple wide receivers, so I'm not going to take Julian Edelman. And I look at Hayward, and he's a little too short for me. I don't like him that much. A little too short. He decent. He is a little slow. I noticed that the speed is way down. So is Rashard Jones, but I'm debating, and I go with Rashard Jones. Get me a dude in the safety area, and the running backs. Get a running back round, and I get Lamar Miller, Spencer Ware, and Todd Gurley. I'm leaning towards Todd Gurley. You know, he's pretty decent. But then I see Lamar Miller, and he's got similar stats. He's a little step faster. His truck's not just as much, but he got the elusiveness, the ball carrier, the juke. So I'm going to go with Lamar Miller here. Whenever I actually press the button. Alright, pick Lamar Miller. What's wrong with you? So I'll go with Lamar Miller. Alright, and then we get Sammy Watkins, Balaga, Shaq Mason. I'm going to go with Sammy Watkins. And then we get Brian Poole, who's short, David Emerson. I'm going to go with David Emerson over them. So we got Trent Williams, Brandon Graham, and Jadeveon Clowney. I know pass rushers are a premium in this game already. I've seen it in effect with me and my boy. Pass rushers are the way to go. But you also need good line. But I end up going with Jadeveon Clowney. I mean, Brandon Graham got a little bit better moves, but Jadeveon Clowney got the step that he doesn't have. And I look at Williams, and I played with the Lions in a couple past Maddens, and they had Riley Reef as their tackle, so I kind of know what he can do a little bit. So I'm going to finally decide to go with Jadeveon Clowney on this because he's got that little extra step that Brandon Graham doesn't have. And then we get a center with Matt Pratis from the Broncos, Michael Bennett, the defensive end, and Cameron Jordan. And I was really leaning towards Bennett and Jordan, but I'm gonna go with that offensive line because I want a clean pocket. And then I get a shitty round. This is a bad round with some dudes. You got slow ass Miles, Kevin Minter, and Bud Dupree. I take Bud Dupree because I know his name, and the Cowboys were supposed to take him and whatnot. And then we got Prince Amukamara, Deshaun Sheed, and someone else. Prince is taller. He got the little better stats. And then we come to the QB round. We got Cam Newton, Aaron Rodgers, and Tom Brady. I mean, I'm not really trying to look at Tom Brady that much because he don't have them moves, and I want a little bit of moves. And then when you look at Aaron Rodgers and Cam Newton in here, you know, Aaron Rodgers got that much better accuracy, a little touch less on the arm, but he's going to get the ball to the receivers. And then we got Nick Fairley, Christian Kirksey, and McPhee over there. McPhee is more like a defensive end, but like I said, the Bears went to a 3-4, so now he's an outside linebacker. Fairley's not that strong, so I end up with Kirksey. And then you got A.J. Green, Patrick Peterson, and Odell I go with Odell. I was really tempted to go Patrick Peterson, but I already had a tall wide receiver, so I didn't go with the other dudes. So here we come to the wide receiver round. Jarvis Landry, Antonio Brown, and Fitzgerald. This ain't really no contest. You're going to Antonio Brown, not unless you want sure hands, and then you might go with Fitz. And then we come to Ty Montgomery, which I already got wide receiver, Eric Decker, and Delaney Walker. I mean, I already got Antonio Brown, Watkins, and Beckham at wide receiver, and I already got Lamar Miller at running back. So the only real choice here is Delaney Walker to go with. He's got excellent run blocking. And then we come to a cornerback round. Who do we want? Jimmy Smith, Desmond Trufant, or James Bradbury? So we go Desmond Trufant with this one. He's tall. So then now we got our three corners to match most people's three wide receivers. And then we got Josh Sinton, Brian Arakpro, and Rose Cockrell. And I mean, I already got three corners, so I'm not gonna go corner. I got a couple pass rushers in Bud Dupree, so I end up going with Sitton. Then we got Alshon, Martellus, and Snead. So I already got plenty of these in every position. I already got two tight ends. I end up going Alshon Jeffrey, big body. Then we come to Dwayne Brown, Chris Jones, and Mario Edwards. I'm still thinking I'm kind of good at tackle with Reef. I need a pass rusher. I go Chris Jones. He's got a little bit more of everything. And then we come to Griffin, Derek Johnson, and Sheldon Richardson. Now, I guess the Jets are in a 3-4 because Sheldon Richardson should be defensive end. I don't know what this is doing here with an outside linebacker. That kind of confuses me. But I already got Clowney, and then I got Jones. I end up going with the middle linebacker because I figured Bud Dupree is going to be more like a pass rusher for me, and I like to run the nickel, so I need two decent linebackers. So I got Derek Johnson and Kursky, and we come to the legend round, and we got Warren Moon, Marshall Faulk, and Anthony Muniz. Now, I already got Aaron Rodgers at QB, so I'm not really thinking Warren Moon. And I didn't really take that many offensive lines, so I don't want my quarterback to get killed. And Marshall Faulk is much better than Lamar Miller, but I think I can get it done with Lamar Miller. And I need to protect this QB. I got Pratis and Sitton already. And I mean, I know what Reef can do, but let's be honest, they give them to you for free, so you don't really want them that much. So I take that dude. So we're gonna go to the lineup and check some of these dudes out. Aaron Rodgers. Now we're gonna put Riley Reef in because, like I said, I know who he is. And then we're gonna put him in. But that was the first ranked draft, really. I mean, we're going to sit here and edit some of the depth chart, but we're going to most